Imagine you're Larry Bird, three-time NBA champion, three-time MVP, legendary trash talker, and a true symbol of basketball intelligence. You're relaxing on a Sunday, tuning into a WNBA game to scout talent, when you witness something jarring. Marina Mabrey delivers a hard, unexpected hit to Caitlin Clark, the 23-year-old rising star and face of the league. Just as Clark is recovering from an eye poke, Mabrey ends up getting ejected for the play, and the moment leaves Clark blindsided. Instantly, Bird feels a surge of anger, reminiscent of the old days when Bill Laimbeer tried to take him out in the 80s. But this hit feels different, unnecessary, cheap, almost predatory, and in true Larry Bird fashion, he doesn't hold back from speaking out.
Caitlin Clark finally stood up for herself. No more staying quiet. Seeing her shut down Angel Reese was just the start. Now it's her turn to go with the other world players who thought she wouldn't fight back.
Imagine you're Larry Bird, three-time NBA champion, MVP, and master of basketball's mental game, settling in to watch a WNBA matchup. You tune in just in time to see Marina Mabrey deliver a blindside shove to Caitlin Clark, the league's 23-year-old rising star, just as she's recovering from an eye poke. Mabrey gets ejected, but the damage is done, not just physically, but symbolically. Clark isn't just another rookie. She's the gravitational center of a WNBA renaissance, drawing in viewers, sponsors, and young fans. To harm her is to threaten the league's momentum. Bird, who once carried the NBA through its fragile early years, sees the danger instantly. The hit feels cheap and predatory, not a test of toughness, but an ambush, and it sets off alarm bells. Bird, who survived the brutality of the bad boy Pistons and never backed down from a front-and fight, calls it the most cowardly thing he's seen on a court in decades. Back in his day, hard fouls came with consequences and a code. Now he sees opportunism hidden behind technicalities and denials. When Mabrey later shrugs off the incident with a dismissive "damned if I do, damned if I don't," Bird is stunned, not just by the foul, but by the lack of accountability. In his eyes, the shove wasn't just dirty, it exposed a deeper problem. When insecure players can't match talent, they reach for shortcuts. And that, Bird believes, corrodes the very essence of competitive basketball.
Can we get Caitlin Clark a little protection out?
Imagine you're Larry Bird, three-time NBA champion, MVP, and master of basketball's mental game, settling in to watch a WNBA matchup. You tune in just in time to see Marina Mabrey deliver a blindside shove to Caitlin Clark, the league's 23-year-old rising star, just as she's recovering from an eye poke. Mabrey gets ejected, but the damage is deeper than a flagrant foul. Clark isn't just another rookie. She's the gravitational force pulling in viewership, sponsorships, and a new generation of fans.
Anybody that does something flagrant to this young lady for what she's brought to the game should be suspended and fined big time.
Larry Bird's outburst wasn't just about protecting Caitlin Clark, it was about defending the integrity of the WNBA itself. As Clark becomes the league's gravitational force, drawing youth, viewership, and sponsorships, Bird warns that unchecked cheap shots risk teaching the wrong lesson, that violence, not skill, is the fast track to relevance. He sees Mabrey's blindside hit not as grit but as desperation, a fear of being outskilled by Clark's range, vision, and relentless work ethic. If you can't match her jumper, Bird quipped, match her work ethic. Don't match her skull to the floor. For Bird, basketball should be punishing but principled, and if that principle erodes, so does the sport's soul. He calls for swift consequences, not out of softness, but to protect superstars from becoming targets, and to keep the WNBA's growth on track. Bird has watched leagues crumble when stars go down and enforcers rise up, and he argues the W can't afford to wait for PR spin while its brightest light is bruised off the court. He urges the league, referees, and players' union alike to draw a hard line, not just for Clark's sake, but for the future of the game. He believes Clark will survive it all, her mental armor forming with every hit, but he questions whether fans will stick around if crossovers are replaced with collisions. In a digital age where every shove is a viral debate, Bird reminds us that superstars need safeguarding, not spotlight sharing with second-tier scorers chasing clout through contact. Still, Bird offers Mabrey a road back. Use the scrutiny, study film, and stop Clark the right way, with effort, not elbows. That arc sells to Bird sees the WNBA at a crossroads, one tunnel lined with respectful rivalry and high skill, the other with injuries, dropped sponsors, and empty seats. His message: the fork is real, the clock is ticking, and everyone from rookies to referees must choose which tunnel they walk through. The story's not over, but where it lands depends entirely on what the league does next.